17 incredible natural phenomena accidentally caught on camera that will leave you speechless. Hello everyone and welcome back to Discovery Fact. Have you ever wondered whether the world we live in has truly been fully explored? Or could there still be extraordinary phenomena hidden somewhere in the vast skies, beneath the depths of the oceans, or even right here on the familiar ground we walk across every day? Events so strange that even modern science struggles to explain them. Some of these incredible moments last only a fraction of a second, making them so rare that most people may have only one chance to witness them in an entire lifetime. Fortunately, a handful of these astonishing events were accidentally captured on camera, giving us the rare opportunity to witness things that seem as though they belong in a science fiction movie. What's even more fascinating is that the more we learn about our world, the more we realize just how small humanity is compared to the countless mysteries of nature and the universe. Every unusual phenomenon not only leaves us in awe, but also raises countless unanswered questions, inspiring scientists to keep searching for answers while reminding all of us to stay curious about the unknown. So if one day you found yourself witnessing one of these unbelievable sights with your own eyes, would you believe what you were seeing? Or would you convince yourself it was nothing more than an illusion? Join Discovery Fact as we begin today's journey to explore some of the rarest, strangest, and most mysterious phenomena ever accidentally caught on camera. Trust me, what lies ahead may surprise you far more than you ever imagined. Now let's get started. Pyroclastic flows create volcanic lightning. Witnessing a volcanic eruption is already a rare experience, but when it is accompanied by another extraordinary natural event, the spectacle becomes even more breathtaking and unforgettable. When a volcano erupts, it often releases a pyroclastic flow, a fast-moving current of scorching hot gas, volcanic ash, and debris that surges down the slopes with incredible speed, carrying immense heat and destructive power. In certain exceptional situations, when a pyroclastic flow collides with surrounding objects or interacts with the atmosphere, the extreme temperatures can produce brilliant red flashes and dazzling bursts of light, creating an extraordinary and awe-inspiring display. This remarkable phenomenon is not only a captivating natural spectacle, but also a powerful reminder of nature's immense force and unforgiving power. The brilliant glow and the fiery bursts create a breathtaking scene that highlights both the overwhelming strength and the artistic beauty of the universe, a beauty that continues to amaze us and inspire our deepest respect. Mount Baldy sand dune swallows a person. Rising to a height of about 121 feet, Mount Baldy is the tallest sand dune along the southern shore of Lake Michigan in Indiana, USA. It is not only a popular destination for visitors, but is also known as a living dune because it naturally shifts by about 3 to 6.5 feet each year. The movement of Mount Baldy typically begins when visitors pull up the grasses that help hold the layers of sand together, allowing the wind to move the dune more easily. However, what makes this place even more unusual is its apparent ability to swallow people. In July 2013, a terrifying incident occurred when a 6-year-old boy named Nathan Wassener was suddenly buried after a 10-foot deep hole unexpectedly opened beneath the sand. Fortunately, after a 3-hour rescue operation, he was pulled out alive. Then, just 1 month later, another similar hole appeared. This puzzled scientists because, under normal circumstances, such holes should not be able to form in loose sand. Whenever a cavity develops, the surrounding sand should quickly collapse into it, causing the hole to disappear almost immediately. The phenomenon surprised researchers, with geologist Aaron Argulin, who studies Mount Baldy, saying, "It seems like we're witnessing a new geologic process." This mysterious phenomenon has led to speculation that human activity may be partly responsible. Sand mining for glass production may have altered the dune's internal structure, causing buried trees to decay and disappear beneath the sand. As the wood decomposes, it releases gases and leaves behind underground voids that can eventually collapse, creating sudden sinkholes beneath the surface. However, this explanation remains part of an ongoing investigation as scientists continue working to unravel this strange and fascinating mystery. Hole punch clouds, a sequel that opens to heaven. On a gloomy winter day, thick clouds blanket the sky like a heavy curtain, covering everything in sight. As the cold wind blows, you suddenly notice something extraordinary, a gigantic opening in the middle of the gray sky. It's known as a hole-punch cloud, a breathtaking phenomenon that still isn't completely understood. As you gaze into the opening, it feels as though you're looking into a world filled with mystery and wonder. Brilliant sunlight shines through the clouds, creating an almost magical scene unlike anything else. It isn't just an unusual sight in the sky. It feels like a truly unforgettable and almost spiritual experience. A hole-punch cloud is one of nature's remarkable creations. It forms when tiny ice crystals interact with a dense cloud layer, triggering a unique optical effect. As the water droplets within the cloud rapidly evaporate or freeze, they leave behind a large circular opening that gives the sky its mysterious appearance. Although scientists can explain the process using the laws of physics, those explanations still cannot fully capture just how astonishing this phenomenon truly is. And perhaps it's during moments like these that we are reminded of nature's incredible power and beauty, inspiring us to appreciate not only the wonder, but also the extraordinary complexity of the world we live in. Wouldn't you agree? A giant blood moon rises behind the Parthenon. A total lunar eclipse combined with a supermoon is an exceptionally rare event, transforming the night sky into a truly spectacular sight. Throughout the 21st century, there have been only 87 total lunar eclipses, and just 28 of them have coincided with a supermoon, a rare alignment of two extraordinary astronomical phenomena. In 2018, one of these remarkable events took place, as an enormous supermoon appeared in the sky during a total lunar eclipse. The result was a breathtaking and unforgettable spectacle, with the moon bathed in the deep crimson glow cast by Earth's shadow. Skywatchers couldn't take their eyes off the heavens as they witnessed the massive, brilliant moon undergo an incredible transformation. From its familiar bright white color to the striking deep red hue of a total lunar eclipse. It was a truly magical experience and a rare event that occurs only a handful of times over several decades. This phenomenon is not only a testament to the richness and diversity of our universe, but also a reminder of the incredible power and beauty of nature. Every time it occurs, it inspires us to marvel once again at the extraordinary universe we are fortunate enough to call home. Midnight sunset. During Iceland's summer months, one of the most astonishing sights is that the sun remains visible even at midnight, creating an atmosphere that feels both magical and romantic. In this remarkable country, you can watch the sunset at 1:30 a.m., a truly unique and unforgettable experience. If you want to experience this extraordinary sunset in the most spectacular way possible, few places can compare to the 197-foot-tall Seljalandsfoss waterfall. Standing beneath its towering cascade, you'll witness a breathtaking scene as the warm colors of the sunset gently shine through the night, creating a mesmerizing masterpiece of light and shadow. At Seljalandsfoss, the feeling of standing before such incredible natural beauty is beyond words. It is more than just a visual experience, it is a deeply moving one. Surrounded by the quiet majesty of nature, you'll find yourself immersed in its beauty, feeling the peace, serenity, and romance of an Icelandic summer night. The pearlescent sky. The nacreous cloud, also known as a mother-of-pearl cloud, is one of the most extraordinary and beautiful phenomena ever seen in the sky. Its breathtaking appearance leaves anyone who sees it in awe. Formed by tiny ice crystals suspended high in the stratosphere, these clouds reflect sunlight into a dazzling array of shimmering colors, creating an almost magical and otherworldly display. Nacreous clouds are most commonly seen during the winter months in regions such as Antarctica, Canada, Alaska, and the Scandinavian countries. They are considered one of the sky's most distinctive sights on bitterly cold days. However, despite their mesmerizing beauty, these colorful clouds can also be a warning sign of harmful atmospheric conditions. Nacreous clouds are not only visually stunning, but they are also associated with the destruction of Earth's ozone layer. The chemical processes that occur on the surfaces of the ice crystals within these clouds can accelerate ozone depletion, contributing to a thinner ozone layer and potentially increasing the risks to both human health and ecosystems. It is fair to say that while nacreous clouds captivate us with their remarkable beauty, they also serve as a reminder that some of nature's most spectacular phenomena can have negative consequences for the environment and the ecosystems we all depend on. The storms of Saturn. The Great White Spot, also known as the Great White Oval, refers to a series of enormous periodic storms on Saturn, distinguished by their striking white appearance. One of the most remarkable things about these storms is that they are so massive they can even be observed from Earth through telescopes. Typically occurring every 20 to 30 years, a great white spot can grow to cover an area spanning hundreds or even thousands of square miles. Since the phenomenon was first recorded in 1876, astronomers have observed only 6 of these giant storms in Saturn's atmosphere. The most recent Great White Spot was recorded in 2010. This makes the Great White Spot one of the rarest and most fascinating atmospheric phenomena on Saturn. Its periodic appearance has attracted the attention of scientists and astronomers around the world, who continue to study the mechanisms behind these enormous storms and their effects on the planet's atmosphere and climate. The Great White Spot is not only a spectacular astronomical phenomenon, but also an invaluable opportunity to deepen our understanding of Saturn's atmosphere and weather systems, helping scientists unlock more of the mysteries surrounding this remarkable ringed planet. Iridescent clouds. If you look up at the sky and feel as though giant soap bubbles are floating overhead, don't assume it's just an illusion. In reality, you may be witnessing the rare and beautiful phenomenon known as iridescent clouds. This stunning effect occurs when tiny water droplets within a cloud scatter the light of the setting sun as they fall through the atmosphere. The interaction between sunlight and these water droplets creates a unique optical effect, causing the clouds to shimmer with brilliant iridescent colors. For this phenomenon to occur, the water droplets inside the cloud must be nearly identical in size and evenly distributed throughout the cloud. As the light from the setting sun passes through them, it is diffracted into a vibrant spectrum of colors, creating the mesmerizing illusion of enormous soap bubbles drifting across the sky. Witnessing iridescent clouds is one of nature's most breathtaking experiences. They remind us of the incredible diversity and beauty of the natural world, proving that even the most ordinary moments can reveal extraordinary wonders worthy of our admiration and appreciation. Turquoise ice blocks. During the freezing winter months, as temperatures plunge, ice begins to form, creating one of nature's most breathtaking spectacles. But at Russia's Lake Baikal, this phenomenon becomes even more extraordinary. Instead of displaying the ordinary white appearance of ice, massive ice blocks shimmer with a stunning turquoise glow. The secret behind this remarkable sight lies in the exceptional quality of Lake Baikal's water, which is considered among the cleanest and clearest in the world. When the bitter winter cold freezes the lake's surface, sunlight penetrates the crystal clear ice. Thanks to the lake's extraordinary water clarity, the ice reflects and refracts the light in a way that makes it sparkle like enormous gemstones. From a distance, the sight of these turquoise ice formations scattered across the frozen surface of Lake Baikal is enough to leave anyone speechless. It is not only a breathtaking natural phenomenon, but also a testament to the richness and vitality of nature, a reminder that our planet never ceases to amaze and inspire admiration. Snow Spike Mountain. Penitentes are a fascinating natural phenomenon commonly found in high-altitude mountain regions with extremely low humidity, such as the Andes Mountains. These towering ice formations can grow as tall as about 13 feet, creating a striking landscape that resembles rows of hooded monks standing in silent prayer. The formation of penitentes begins when intense sunlight shines directly onto the snow and ice. The sun's energy rapidly warms the surface, causing the ice to change directly from a solid into water vapor without first melting into liquid water, a process known as sublimation. As the sun rises each day, its rays create tiny depressions in the ice. These hollows increase the surface area exposed to sunlight while also trapping and reflecting more light, causing the temperature inside them to rise even further. Over time, the ice within these depressions continues to sublimate, leaving behind tall, narrow spikes of ice. Thousands of penitentes can grow side by side, forming what looks like an icy forest stretching across the mountainside. As they continue to develop, these frozen pillars take on a variety of unusual shapes, creating a breathtaking and almost otherworldly landscape. It is one of nature's most remarkable phenomena, showcasing the incredible power and diversity of the natural processes that continue to shape our planet. Comet Hale-Bopp. Comet Hale-Bopp is one of the most extraordinary astronomical phenomena in history, leaving people around the world amazed and filled with wonder. In 1997, as it traveled around the sun, it became one of the brightest comets ever recorded, creating a spectacular sight across the night sky. With its brilliant glow and its long, clearly visible tail, Comet Hale-Bopp was more than just an astronomical event. It felt like a remarkable gift from the universe. For more than 18 months, it remained a stunning feature of the night sky, capturing the attention and admiration of millions of people around the world. Unlike many other comets, Hale-Bopp could be seen with the naked eye without the need for a telescope or any special equipment. This made it an extraordinary event that everyone could appreciate, from experienced astronomers to people who were just beginning to explore the wonders of the universe. With its dazzling and unforgettable appearance, Comet Hale-Bopp left a lasting impression on countless people and became a cherished memory of one of the most beautiful astronomical events humanity has ever witnessed. Rare circular ice disks. The sight of perfectly circular ice disks floating on the surface of the water is an extremely rare natural phenomenon. They are typically found only in slow-moving rivers located in cold climates, such as those in Northern Europe and the United States. These remarkable formations usually develop under two different sets of conditions. The first type forms when there is no rainfall and temperatures remain below 32 degrees Fahrenheit for an extended period, especially along winding rivers. As the river's currents rotate the ice, chunks gradually break away from the edges. Continuous erosion slowly smooths the ice, eventually shaping it into nearly perfect circles. The second type is even more striking. These ice disks form near the center of a river, creating impressive bowl-like shapes. In some cases, the middle of the disc contains liquid water, making it look like a small floating pond in the middle of the river. This unusual appearance gives the landscape an even greater sense of mystery and beauty. These perfectly round ice discs are more than just a fascinating gift of nature. They are a unique and breathtaking natural spectacle. They stand as a testament to the incredible power and diversity of the natural world, offering us yet another unforgettable glimpse into the remarkable beauty of our planet. Fog bows. If you step outside and spot a faint, ghostly rainbow stretching across the sky, you might be a little confused, wondering if your eyes are suddenly unable to distinguish colors. But don't worry, there's no need to panic. What you're seeing isn't an optical illusion. It's actually a fog bow, a rare and fascinating phenomenon that resembles an almost colorless albino rainbow. Unlike a traditional rainbow, which is formed by raindrops, a fog bow is created by countless tiny droplets of fog. Because these droplets are much smaller than raindrops, they scatter light differently, producing a broad white arc instead of the familiar spectrum of vivid colors. As sunlight shines through the mist, it creates a hauntingly beautiful display that appears both ethereal and mysterious. Although it isn't a traditional rainbow, a fog bow offers an even more unique and unforgettable experience. It serves as a reminder of the incredible diversity of nature and the remarkable ways that light and water can combine to create breathtaking natural wonders. The strange supercell thunderstorm. A supercell is one of the most powerful and frightening types of thunderstorms. It is characterized by a rotating updraft, a powerful column of rising air and moisture that spins deep within the storm. Supercells can develop almost anywhere in the world under the right atmospheric conditions. They typically last 2 to 3 hours, and in some cases, a single supercell can split into 2 separate storms that move in different directions. Supercells often produce large hail, torrential rainfall, and destructive winds. As powerful downdrafts descend toward the ground, they can carry massive hailstones with them, causing extensive damage to the surrounding environment, homes, and other infrastructure. The danger of a supercell lies not only in its giant hail and intense winds, but also in its incredible destructive power. These storms can leave widespread devastation in the areas they strike and, in severe cases, pose a serious threat to human life. For this reason, understanding how supercells form and behave is extremely important. Greater awareness helps communities prepare for severe weather, respond more effectively during emergencies, reduce property damage, and most importantly, protect lives. Snow donut. To create these perfectly round and striking snow formations, nature must align several factors, including terrain, temperature, and wind speed. This process occurs when snowfall lands on the ground and the thin top layer of snow is pushed by the wind across slightly sloped open areas. In particular, for these circular snow rings to form, the ground surface must be covered with a smooth layer of ice or hardened snow. The fresher the snowfall and the stronger the wind, the larger the rolling snow formations can become, sometimes reaching up to about 26 inches in height. This creates a stunning and unusual landscape where large snow rings scatter across the ground, resembling giant donuts spread across the earth. However, despite their seemingly stable appearance, these snow rings are extremely fragile. Even a small obstacle or a slight change in temperature is enough to break them apart. A gentle bump from an object or even minor fluctuations in temperature can cause the structures to collapse and disintegrate almost instantly. Because of this, snow donuts are not only a fascinating natural phenomenon, but also a delicate example of how precise and complex natural processes can be. Understanding and appreciating their formation helps us gain a deeper respect for the beauty and subtle unpredictability of nature. Brinicles, underwater ice stalactites. When the surface of the ocean freezes, such as in the polar seas of the Arctic and Antarctic regions, a remarkable phenomenon can occur. As the ice forms, it can unintentionally create natural ice stalactites, trapping pockets of extremely cold, highly salty seawater beneath the frozen surface. This dense, super salty brine gradually sinks downward because it is colder and heavier than the surrounding seawater, forming what is known as a brinicle, an underwater icicle-like structure. These formations can grow to impressive sizes and are considered one of the most extraordinary sights in the deep ocean. However, brinicles can also pose a serious threat to marine life on the seafloor. Any organisms caught in the path of a forming brinicle may become trapped beneath the advancing ice, making survival extremely difficult. For smaller sea creatures, brinicles can be especially dangerous, as they can become sealed beneath the frozen structure, cut off from access to oxygen and sunlight from the surface. Therefore, although brinicles are a fascinating natural phenomenon, they also carry significant risks and negative impacts on marine ecosystems. Understanding and studying brinicles not only helps us learn more about ocean structure, but is also essential for protecting and preserving the biodiversity of deep sea environments. Giant mushroom clouds. Large mushroom-shaped clouds often immediately bring to mind nuclear explosions, a frightening and ominous image. In many places, the appearance of these clouds is even seen as a sign of disaster or an approaching misfortune. However, according to meteorologists, this phenomenon is not only harmless, but also a rare and fascinating natural spectacle. Mushroom clouds form from massive columns of rising warm air that typically have low density and lift upward from the ground. This often occurs after a storm or heavy rainfall has passed, when the ground is rapidly heated by sunlight. As these air currents continue to rise and reach a certain altitude, the temperature drops and they become less dense than the surrounding air. At that point, the rising air spreads outward, forming a characteristic mushroom-like shape before eventually dispersing and sinking back down. Although they can initially cause panic or concern, mushroom clouds are actually a beautiful and extraordinary atmospheric phenomenon. They tend to appear and disappear quickly, creating a strong sense of transience and fleeting beauty. Those fortunate enough to witness their formation often feel a deep sense of awe at nature's power and beauty, as well as at the incredible diversity of atmospheric phenomena that exist in our worlds. Friends, when we look at the amazing phenomena of nature, we can truly see the greatness and richness of our planet. From massive storms to unique ice formations, from sunlight shining through breathtaking ice landscapes to towering mushroom-shaped clouds, everything is a reflection of nature's incredible power and creativity, isn't it? What do you think about these fascinating natural phenomena? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to give Discovery Fact a like and subscribe so you won't miss more amazing discoveries. And for now, goodbye and see you next time.